We're going to do a lot of core work today. We're going to do a lot of shoulder work today. We're going to do a lot of wrist work today. Because at the end of class, my good friend Brent is coming in. Brent is a national champion cheerleader and he had a scholarship. He got paid to go to school because of gymnastics. And he's going to spend just a few minutes helping us out with handstands. He talked to me for like 30 seconds the other day and improved my handstands dramatically. So toward the end of class, when we're all in wall walk or kicking up to the wall, he's going to come in and kind of just tinker, just little tiny things. He's a certified personal trainer. He's awesome at what he does. Some people say we look a lot alike. I'll let you be the judge of that. When you're ready, lay down on your back, feet flat, knees bent, hands on your stomach. And take a few deep breaths in, filling your belly full of air every time. And when you exhale, push all that air out. Try to pull your belly button back to your spine. Inhale, fill it up. Exhale, push it out. And keep that going. This is how I want you to breathe for the rest of the class. Many of the movements we will do today will be timed on our breath, meaning we'll inhale for one move, exhale for another move. But the slower and more consistently you can keep your breath, the better it'll go. Come around on your knees. We're going back into child's pose. Knees out toward the edge of the mat, feet close together, then push your hips back as far as you can. Put your hands down and slide them as far forward as you can, attempting to put your forehead on the mat. This will be the pose you'll drop into if anything gets too difficult. All right, come on up to the table. Hands flat on the mat, fingers spread out wide. Knees under your hips, feet flat. Take a deep breath in, push your belly to the ground and look up. Exhale, arch your back, look back at your knees. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look back. Two more of those. Inhale up. Exhale back. One more, inhale up. And exhale back. Great job. Back to a neutral table position. Kick your right leg straight back. And lift your left hand out in front of you. Reaching long, kicking that heel back and reaching that hand way out in front of you. Hold this for another 2 breaths. Right back down on the back. Good job. Switch sides. Kick the left leg back, right hand out in front. Reach long. Hold them up there. 2 more breaths. Good. Right back down the mat. Move those hands about 6 inches out in front. Curl your toes and drive your hips up into downward facing dog. I want to see straight arms and straight legs. Driving your chest back toward your thighs. It's going to be a stretch for the posterior chain, meaning your calves, hamstrings, and glutes. It's going to be a little bit of work for your back and your shoulders, maybe even your arms and your wrists. But keep breathing deeply. Great. Bend your knees, step toward the middle of your mat, and lift up into huddle up. Knees bent, elbows right above your knees. Long, flat spine. Take a deep breath in. Grab your elbows, exhale, roll forward. Inhale on your hands on your knees, push up into bent-legged bar back. Legs bent, long, flat spine. Again, grab your elbows, exhale, roll forward. Inhale back up, bent-legged bar back. Exhale, fold forward with both hands on the mat, directly under your shoulders. Leave your right hand down. Inhale, lift your left hand to the sky. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right hand up. Exhale, both hands back down to the mat. Hands above your knees. Inhale, push up, bent legged bar back. Walk your feet in until they're under your shoulders. Straighten your legs. Stiff-legged bar back. Straight legs, straight arms, long, flat spine. Hold that position. Now, as you begin to ease up into this position, if you want to make it a little harder, just slide your hands a little farther down. Keep that back flat. Okay? No rounding out here. Shoulders pulled back, chest up. Good. If this gets to be a little too much, slide those hands up a little bit. Make it a little easier on yourself. We're going to hold this for 4 more breaths. On your next inhalation, just slide all the way back up to a standing pose. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward at the waist, round that back out. Try to get your hands all the way down to the mat. And now inhale, roll all the way up into a standing position. Shoulders back, chest up, chin up. Very nice. Shake it out a little bit. Shake out your legs a little bit too. Do some standing work here. Plant those feet right under your hips, toes facing forward. Tight core, arms out in front. Open up your fingers, squeeze everything tight. Inhale directly overhead. Exhale, drop your hands to your side. Push all the air out. Inhale back up. And exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Last time, inhale up. Put your feet together. Drop your left hand, scrape your right hand across the sky as you exhale. Inhale back up. Switch sides, exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale back up. Move those feet back out shoulder width. Toes turn out slightly. Bring your hands in. Exhale. We're going to do some squats here. Keeping your feet as flat as you can. Deep breath in. Exhale, squat and push. Get those hips below the knees if you can. Hold it here. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and rise. Good. 2 more of those. Inhale, hands in. Exhale, squat and push. Hold it. Inhale, arms up. Exhale and rise. 1 more. Inhale, hands in. Exhale, squat and push. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, rise. Good. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward, hands all the way down to the mat. Step back into a push-up position. Inhale. I want you to exhale and lower slowly all the way down to the mat. Taking the entire duration of that breath to get all the way down to your stomach. Good. Relax, feet flat. Bring your hands back to your ribs. Now push up into a cobra. Make this as challenging as you'd like. We're only a few minutes in. We're still warming up. So I don't want you to overstretch anything here. If this is too tough, you can just stay on your elbows. It's still a pretty good stretch, as long as you're looking up to the best of your ability. Now we're going to come right back down the mat with your hands back under your shoulders. Curl your toes in the mat, push back to your knees, and then right back up to push-up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and lower. This time I want you to pause 1 inch off the mat. Hold it there for 1 deep breath in. And now relax. All the way down. Good. Feet flat, hands to your ribs. Push up and toes. Good work. All the way back down. Hands under your shoulders. Push back to your knees. If you want to do your push-ups from your knees, you can. But if you don't, you can push up to your toes. This time we're going to exhale on the way down, inhale as we hold, and then exhale again on the way up. All right? Take a deep breath in. Exhale and lower. Get 1 inch off the mat, hold it there as you inhale. Exhale, push back up. Inhale, hold. And lower all the way down. Relax. Hands to your ribs, push up in the cobra. Very nice, you got that push up under lock. Under lock? On lock. That's what the kids say. I'm on the internet. I know how kids talk. Like that. Hands on your shoulders. Push back to your knees. Curl your toes, push all the way up and do downward facing dog. Drive that chest back toward your thighs. Good work. Move into some lunges. Take that left leg to the sky. 3-legged dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, sweep it through into a lunge. Leave your right hand down. Inhale, lift your left hand to the sky. Exhale, both hands back down to the mat. Both hands on your knee. Your left knee, that is. Inhale, push up. Exhale, come off that knee. You just hang out in a lunge position. Fix your stance if you need to. It needs to be something we can sustain for a minute or so. Toes are all facing forward. Back leg straight. Front knee directly over your front ankle. Inhale, both hands overhead. Point your palms toward me. Exhale, sweep them forward and through and behind you. Inhale all the way back up. We got 2 more of those. Exhale through. Inhale up. Last time, exhale through. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, both hands to the mat. Inhale, drive that left leg out, 3-legged dog. Exhale, put it on the mat. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, sweep it through to a lunge. Leave your left hand down. Inhale, reach your right hand to the sky. Exhale, back down the mat with both hands. Both hands on your right knee. Inhale, push up into supported lunge. Exhale and go. Fix your stance, your shirt, your mind frame, whatever you need to fix. Inhale, both hands overhead. Palms toward me. Exhale, sweep through. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down through. Inhale up. Exhale, down through. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward, both hands on the mat. Inhale, drive that right leg out, 3-legged dog. Put it right back down on the mat. Exhale. Drop down to your knees. Push those knees out wide. Feet together. Push all the way back into child's pose. You can hold this position for a couple seconds, or you can have a drink of water. Or you can try to have a drink of water from this position. I don't think it'll work, but you know, give it a try. It's a great shirt, Jay. Anybody else wearing OU gear today? Get automatically promoted to the front row. Anybody? Wearing OSU gear, you have to go outside. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's Texas gear that makes you go outside. All right. Good stuff so far. Let's do a little bit of core work as we begin to work on our wrist mobility and flexibility as well. Come down at the table. Make sure your hands are directly under your shoulders to start this off. Your knees are under your hips. Go ahead and flatten your feet out. And I want you to keep a long, flat spine as you shift your weight forward. Okay? So I want your shoulders out in front of your fingers. This is going to put a little bit more pressure on your wrists. Just hold that for a couple of breaths. And now ease back off it. Do it again. Lean forward. Hold it there for just a little bit. And back. One more time. Lean forward. Long, flat spine here. That's what's allowing your abs to stay engaged. And ease back. Good. Now take the fingers and point them straight out to the sides. Again, make sure that when your hips are over your knees, your wrists are directly under your shoulders. So you've got a nice squared off table. And now again, shift your weight forward, keeping all of your knuckles and all of your fingers flat on the mat. Hold it there. And I'll shift backwards, coming back farther than before. Again, pulling those wrists back. Good. I want your shoulders way back behind your wrists. Good. Now lean forward. Keep breathing deeply as you do this. And lean back. One more in each direction. Lean forward. And lean back. Good stuff. Twist a little bit more. Now your fingers are pointing back toward your knees. In this case, you are allowed to move your knees forward a little bit if this is too much pressure already. Now leaning forward shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Just challenge on your balance, right? And then lean back. This is the one that'll be a little bit tougher. Don't overstretch anything. We're just looking for some good mobility and flexibility. Lean forward. And lean back. Make sure all those fingers, all those knuckles are staying in contact with the mat. Lean forward. And lean back. Good stuff. Bring your hands back out. Sit back on your heels. Just kind of stretch them out a little bit. Okay, now then, palms up, fingers pointing back toward your knees. Don't put a lot of pressure on your wrists here. If you've got any history of rheumatoid arthritis or any kind of wrist surgeries or sprains that you've had, take it extra easy on this one. From here, we're just going to twist through the shoulder, making your elbows point forward and then back, forward and then back. Try to keep your arms straight. There you go. Go more this way. Think about pulling them back. There you go. That's pretty good. Okay, that's too many muscles. They're just getting in the way. Keep your arms straight. There you go. Good, good, good. Good, good. All right. Again, come back. Again, open up those wrists. Great. Now come just to your fingertips. Fingertips are going to be on the mat. You're still staying on your knees. We're not going to do any push-ups from here. If you want to show off later, you can. And I want you to just kind of pulse. So try to bring your knuckles, the first knuckle in your palm, bring that down to the mat, and then push back with your fingertips. Bring it back down, push back down, and back down. As we're doing handstands later, it's going to be vastly important for your fingers to stay active. It's like your toes on your foot when you're walking. They are responsible for your balance. Your fingers are going to be responsible for your balance when we're in inversion. If Blake tells you anything that I said was a lie, believe him over me. Because he can beat me. That's all. Okay? Everything feel nice and warmed up on those? Great. Let's go to some tights. We'll start on our forearms to give your wrist a little bit of a rest. Put your elbows directly under your shoulders, put your hands together, and just lift up in a simple plank. Straight legs, a nice tight core. I don't want to see your hips sagging. I also don't want to see them up too high. Ideally, they're about as high as your shoulders, maybe even 1/4 of an inch lower than that. We want to keep that core activated. We're going to hold this for about 30 more seconds. I'm of the opinion that you should keep breathing. If you choose not to, that's okay. You signed away. 10 more seconds. Excellent. Drop down to those knees. And now we're going to make this a little easier on the abs, but a little bit more difficult on the shoulders by bringing your knees in closer to your elbows. Keep your toes curled in the mat. This time when we drive our hips up, they're going to go up really high. And just like in down dog, I want you to use your shoulders to push your chest back toward your thighs. Okay? Curl those toes, drive up, and then push your chest back. Try to keep those legs straight. Keep a long, flat spine. You should be looking back behind you. Hold this for another 15 seconds or so. And take the knees. Good. If you got that, move the knees in a little bit more. That's going to drive the hips even higher when we push up. Elbows under shoulders, hands together, curl the toes, and with the hips, really push that chest back, cranking those hips up in the air. Try to keep straight legs. Hold this for 15 more seconds. And down, very nice. Ooh, all right, lift up a little bit, let the blood go back to what it's used to. Breathe out again, this time we're going to lift one leg up in the air. The idea of that is to, yes, work the glutes and then work the core, anti-rotational obliques. But also by shifting your body weight forward, we're going to put a little bit more pressure on the shoulders. Getting those more and more accustomed to holding our bodies up. When we invert, it's best to not come crashing to the floor. I've tried it. I don't like it. Don't care for it very much. Here we go. Elbows, hands together, curl the toes, drive the hips up, and let's all start with the right leg in the sky. Hold it there for 15 seconds. Keep driving back, pushing that chest toward your thighs. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Bring that foot down. Go ahead and lift the left foot. Let's hold that for 15 as well. Keep breathing. 2, 1, and down. Very nice. Sit back. Lift up the shoulders a little bit. All right. We're going to do our last forearm work. We're going to try an inversion if you want. You can go back to plank, you can go back to a pike, or you can try to lift up one leg. And if you're feeling it, we're going to try to lift both legs in the air. Trying to keep the head up off the mat, squeeze everything tight. I'm just going to hold it for 20 seconds. If you're doing one leg at a time, we'll go 10 seconds on each leg. Okay? After this, we'll have a little bit of water, and we'll move on to the next phase of our training. Elbows down, hands together for best results. Knees are in closer than they would be in a plank. Curl your toes, drive your hips up, and lift either one leg or both legs. We're going for 10 seconds. If you're doing one leg, go ahead and switch. Otherwise, we've got another 10 seconds. And rest. Good job. Cool, have some water. Catch your breath a little bit. All right. For our next stage, we're going to need a wall. So, grab your mat, find a wall. This one's going to be your best choice. If it sails up, you can use this one over here as a mirror, so don't take a hold of my mirror. If you've got stuff on the wall, you might want to bring it away from the wall. I'm going to be back in here in this little cubby. I just want to see. So. Just won't be able to see. I'll still use my words. All right. And we're starting off with a wall walk. This is a hand flat inversion. We're taking bets on how many times I'm going to kick this light switch off. Which I think it's going to be more than 3. Oh, I appreciate that. You guys are so nice. All right, so on a wall walk, I'm going to say over here, we can see. On a wall walk, we're going to start in a push-up position with our feet pointing toward the wall. In order to ascend the wall, we're going to move our bodies back until our feet make contact, and then we're going to go, this first time we're just going to lift one leg up, and then try to lift the other leg up, okay? We're not going to go any higher than this. Once your feet are on the wall, we're not going to move our hands. Keep everything tight, arms straight, tuck my chin a little bit. When you're done, step right back down. Okay? Let's all give that a try. Find your spot. Get in your push-up position with your feet pointing toward the wall. Lift up into that push-up position. Walk back until your feet encounter the wall. And then lift one leg up. And then the other leg up. And let's just hold that for 15 seconds. And down. Nice. We're going to do that 2 more times. If you got that first time, we're just going to move our hands a little closer to the wall before we step our feet up. Okay? This is Blake, by the way. Blake, if you want to start walking around and correcting things that I'm telling them that are wrong, that'd be great. Sure. I'll give you a second to talk about yourself a little bit. All right, let's do it again. Back out to push-up. If you want to move your hands a little closer this time, that's great. And then lift one foot, and then lift the other foot. And let's hold this again, 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and down. Good. Woo. All right, this would be a good time for you to talk about yourself, Blake. Give us like a 30-second intro.
30-second intro. Background, gymnastics for 17 years. I'm a Mark Connors. After that, I cheered for ODU for 4 years. I've been here for 4 weeks. It's great to be here. And yeah, I'm looking to work with you guys. Is that 30 seconds?
That was great. That was like 15 minutes. Over-promise, or under-promise, over. All right, we're going to do one more like that. It's nice and lightheaded right there. All right, if you can make it a little bit more aggressive this time, great. If not, just do your best. This is our last time. We're going to hold it for 15 seconds, and we're going to move up. Lift one leg, lift the other leg, tighten it up, hold it. Stuff. So, if that was hard enough, and you don't feel like doing anything harder than that today, then stay there. Stay at that level. And when Blake walks around, he'll just tell you what you can do with your core, tightening the hips, things like that. If you're ready for another level, we're going to face into the wall, and we're going to kick up to the wall. Now, 2 reminders. Number 1, these walls are not made of steel. They could break. If they break, we'll tell the front desk and we'll make it right. If we just scuff up the wall a little bit, we lay down on body. Okay? Or Blake, he's even new guy. On this one, you're going to face the wall to start things off. Put your hands on the mat, not right up against the wall. Give yourself a few inches. I like to lift my non-dominant leg first, and then drive hard off my dominant leg to try to put my feet up against the wall. Okay? So it's here to there. And I like to bend that knee on the way up to make it a nice, soft, and gentle connection. All right? We're going to kick up. We're going to try to hold it, just like that. If you don't want to do that, if you want to stay in the wall walk form, stay in the wall walk form. We're going to hold this for 15 seconds. Blake's going to start telling us what we're doing wrong. I mean, gently. Be nice about it. They don't know you.
I'll try.
Okay. Here we go. Back to your spots. Hands down. Take a deep breath in. Kick up. And hold it there. And relax. Good. Now here's the thing. I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like everything we've done so far has been pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Okay transitions and such.
Yep.
The thing is, that's where my expertise stops. So getting from there into like a handstand where you just kind of like live there, like I'm sort of like, I don't know what to do for you. So, we'll do this 2 more times just like we did. Give Blake a couple more chances to walk around and fix whatever he sees. And then he's just going to take it. Cool with that? Cool. We really planned this out a lot. We got outlines and spreadsheets and everything. All right, 2 more rounds. Whatever level you're at. Take a deep breath in, and lift, and hold, 15. down, good. Woo. Blake's about to have his first kid.
I am.
Well, his wife's about to have their first kid.
January 18th.
18.
Little boy.
Naming a jump ladder.
That'd be confusing if the three of us.
Okay, I'll tell the story. So, it was like, I guess it was 4 weeks ago. I was at home on my day off. I get a text from my boss saying, hey, what size work shirt do you wear? And I said, men's small. What size work shirt do you wear? I didn't understand what conversation we had. She said, oh, I hired a new guy. He's not your size. I want to make sure he got the right shirt. And I said, oh, okay. I come to work the next day, and she goes, hey, here's the new guy I was telling you about. His name is Blake. I know it's dark in here. Blake's not about the same size. Like, he's got lots of muscles that I don't. And so I thought, oh dear, did this guy order a men's small shirt? Because he's going to be in trouble. And he didn't. He ordered a men's medium. Because they said that we were about the same size. They knew better. They knew that we were not the same size. But since then, we make the joke that we're twins. People can't tell us apart. We're basically the same person. It's not true. It's not true. All right, one last time on this one. Hands down, kick up. Hold it for 15. And rest. Good work. Have some water. Turn it over to Blake. Let me give you okay. I make a break.
Everybody take some water and just relax a little bit. I'm going to talk for a little bit about the handstand, kind of go over a little bit of the anatomy and the ideas of the handstand. And then while I'm talking, feel free to go ahead and jump up on the wall and keep practicing. It's a great way of getting into habit and getting the feel for the handstand. But when I talk to a lot of people when I first started teaching the handstands, and I've been teaching gymnastics since I was 13, so for a long time, people always talk about and they're concerned about having enough strength to do the handstand. I said it really doesn't have much to do with strength. When I went into cheerleading, they always talked about the joint motions in cheerleading. So taking girls, throwing them up in the air, catching one hand, or holding them up in the air forever. Like, how do you do that? You've got to have a lot of really strong muscles. Well, it's not about the muscles. When we've got somebody up in the air, my wrist is directly over my shoulder is directly over my hip is directly over my ankle, right? So all the weight and all the pressure is just being held up by my joints and my bones. My muscles don't have much anything to do with it. The handstand's the same way. When we're actually up in the handstand, if the joints are aligned correctly, there's really not a whole lot of muscle that is required. It's all about that joint stability. Most of the muscles are the fingers. And that's just very small, very light control motions that are trying to balance yourself. So it's like getting on that teeter-totter, and you start swinging yourself to the left, you swing a little bit to the right, you start going to the right, you swing a little bit to the left. Same thing with the handstand, but if you lean too far, you're going to end up falling off. Same thing with the handstand. So most of the muscle control is going to be in the fingers. Everything else is really about getting your joints in line with each other. So the two biggest ones are going to be your shoulder muscles and your hip muscles. When we watch, Cirque du Soleil and those crazy people do the handstands, like dipping their stomachs out, feet are bringing over their head and everything, watch their hips and their shoulders. Their heads are directly over their shoulders directly over their wrists all the time. So that would be the first thing that I would say we're going to focus on, is trying to get our joints in line, and doing these wall walks is the best way to do it. So I'm going to demonstrate over here. You guys are doing a great job getting set up and holding the positions. The only thing is, as you're comfortable here, hold it for a little bit, as you're comfortable, just go ahead and roll your feet up just a little bit. Hold that. Walk your feet up just a little bit. And eventually, you're going to get to the point where you walk so far up, your hips are directly over your shoulders are directly over your wrists, and you're not even leaving the wall. Okay, so it's small motions like that to start off your balance. And as you're doing thing, not necessarily if I've got to hold this or I've got to use my muscles to do this, think of, I need to get my hips over my shoulders, over my wrists. That would be the first thing I would start with. So everybody can continue trying this as we're talking. The other thing that I would say can do it. So the other thing I'd say is if I were to take a stick out of the street and I were trying to balance it on my hand, right? It wouldn't be too hard. I have to do a little bit of shifting here and there, but I can keep the stick balanced, right? If I take a cooked noodle and I try and balance the cooked noodle and keep it sitting up, it's going to fall right down, right? Same thing with the bottoms. So we want to try and make sure that we're a really tight stick. So John, when you use your example, you can follow this out real quick. This is what I was telling John the other day. Have a seat or lay down on your back. Put your feet out, arms up over your head, just like you're in a handstand. What a lot of us are doing, we notice that our feet are not touching and are pulled apart. Well, that's like a loose noodle. I can literally pull John's feet apart, right? So what I want you to do is squeeze, John, squeeze your core, squeeze your butt cheeks together, squeeze your knees together, and your feet together so I can't pull your feet apart. Now we've got a good solid stick. Now we can balance that stick on the floor. Thank you, John. So that's the other thing that you really want to focus on when you're walking up the wall or when you're kicking up to the wall. Okay? It's alright to keep your feet apart as you're walking, but when you get here, I'm seeing a lot of people feet apart and they're starting to push down. Squeeze your abs like you're in a plank. Squeeze your bottom, squeeze your knees, and squeeze your ankles. Okay? You're going to find it's going to give you a little bit better balance. And you can walk with your hands up just a little bit more. And eventually, you get your hips directly over your shoulders. And then you're up in a handstand. You can walk, you can turn, you can step out. You'll have a lot more balance in the way to do it that way. So those would be the two things that I would say. Let's go ahead and start today. Hips over shoulders over wrists. And squeeze your stomach, squeeze your bottom, squeeze your knees, squeeze your feet.
Do you think wall walk is a better way to practice that than kicking up?
I love the wall walk when you first start. The reason being is when people kick up, the first thing I typically do is get in this position, and now all of a sudden my shoulders are not right over my hips. Right? So
that's why I take the big ones.
When you're ready to do a handstand just kick up on your own, use the wall to catch you in case you kick too far. So I'm not trying to actually kick up to the wall, I'm trying to kick up in a handstand, but I go up too far, I've got something to catch me, and then I can kick back up and try to balance myself again.
Let's all do that wall walk again. Keep in mind all the things he said about lining up the joints. That's good stuff. And then if you feel like you can walk up higher, do it. And if you kick out of the wall, I expect you to do it just as gracefully as he did. So let's try that again. Walk it up. I'm not going to count it down this time. Just hold for as long as you think you can, keeping your joints in alignment.
Squeeze your feet, squeeze your bottom, squeeze your stomach. Balance the stick. Squeeze tight.
Feet together. That was just as balanced as this, wasn't it? That's good stuff. Can you feel the difference? When you squeeze tight like that, when you keep everything together? There you go, Jay. That was purposeful, right? Good stuff. What kind of drills or warm-ups or stretches would you recommend for people through the week?
Hollow bodies, and more hollow bodies. What John just did, demonstrating how to get on the back, handstand position, arms up over his feet, and then pull his shoulders up off the ground, his feet came off the ground, and you just squeeze right here. You're just training your body to be in that handstand position. You just hold it as long as you can, as many times as you can, as much as you can. When I was in gymnastics, we would do those every day. We do it for about 30 minutes a day. Every day. 6 days.
Just that?
Just that.
30 minutes?
That we wouldn't halt. We would have to come down
sure.
and breathe and then come back up. But yeah, just that drill over and over and over again. And then these walls. And then as you're getting more comfortable with it, then it's just practice. Just kick up and fall over. And don't be afraid to go over the other direction. A lot of people are like, I'm going to fall over on my head. Just spin out. Your way. You do go over too far and you don't make it, you're heading wrong. So you may not want to do it on wood. You may want to do it out there with some soccer. But don't worry about it. Don't be afraid to kick too far. Because if you don't, what happens, so many people get afraid of kicking too far. That's as far as they end up going. They get too scared to really kick up into the handstand. Because they're afraid they're going to go that direction. Don't worry about it. Don't get scared of that.
We're really good at that.
I've done it for a little bit.
A little bit. Let's do a little bit of stretching and cooling down. Thanks, Blake. If you have any questions for Blake, if you want to spend more time with him learning this stuff, he's a personal trainer here. He's here 7 days a week, 6 days?
For at least 6.
6 days a week now. He also sells insurance. So get some insurance, life insurance before you start doing a lot of handstands. And
buy some life insurance and come work with me and I'll teach you how to do it.
There you go. Let's go ahead and stretch out against the wall just like this. Put your butt against the wall, lift both feet up. Try to straighten those legs out. Let everything sink down in. When you've got that, start to bend your knees. Slide your feet down the wall. Try to get those feet flat, keeping your hips down and your butt against the wall if you can. If you need to readjust, readjust. Get into a position where you start to feel that stretch. Then take your hands, put them together. Put your elbows against the inside of your knees. And then push your hands down. You're just going to drive those knees out. We'll hold that for about 30 seconds. Adjust things as necessary to make this a continued stretch. Good. Bring your hands out. Walk your legs all the way back up. Cross your left leg over your right. Want that ankle slightly above your knee and slightly outside your knee. And then bend that left leg until you feel that stretching on the outside of your right hip. Driving that knee down toward the wall. Good, good, good. Hold that there. Keep breathing deeply. Every couple breaths, you might be able to slide that knee a little farther down. Try to keep those hips down toward the floor though. Good, slide that leg back up. Switch sides. Cross the other leg over, slide that heel down, find a spot where you're getting a good stretch. Don't worry what everybody else is doing. Get a point where it stretches you, hold that. And back up. One more time, let's bring both feet down into that mimicked squat. Find a spot where you're feeling the stretch. Elbows against the inside of your knees, and push your hands down again. Pushing those knees out. Hold that for just 30 more seconds. Good. Bring those elbows out. Slide the legs back up. Turn it all the way around. We're going all the way down to our Shavasana. If you're a traditional yoga study. Lay all the way out flat. All the way out. Feet off the wall. Lay down on your back. Legs straight. Arms down to your side. We've got about 4 minutes left. You can put your hands on your stomach if you'd like and breathe deeply. Or you can just have your hands lay down to your side. I'll stop talking for a little bit. If there's something you need to stretch that we skipped out on, you can stretch that now. All right, pull your knees in, sit up toward the front of your mat. Great job today. I'm back tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of stuff out of Relax into Stretch, a book written by Pavel Tsatsouline, which is brought about, he's the guy who brought kettlebells to the United States. But this is his stretching manifesto. So we're going to spend a lot of time stretching. I know that's what you would normally do in yoga, but in my yoga we do a lot of sweating and lifting hard stuff. We're going to do a lot of stretching tomorrow. I make sure you're going to sweat too. We're going to review a couple of principles from that. So expect a really good stretch tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Then I'm back Monday and Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Tammy is teaching this class next Saturday. If you got any questions, let me know. Otherwise, great job today. I'll expect 100% handstands. What, 2 days from now? 3 days? I'm joking, of course. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks a lot.